Okay, hello everyone. Today I am going to make a few setups for Silverstone since this will be on the LFM calendar next week. I started making a few of them like 1.9.5, but it was stopped due to the patch just released back then. So I will continue from there. Except this, Aston, this was started making later, but it's very rudimental, so probably needs a lot of fine-tuning. Let's see. Also, as a fast track, I am not too good on Silverstone, but I will do my best. I check the pace. Pace reference, it should be 58 flat or below. What I am going to aim for, but as a fast track I would be like happy with low 58s too. So first let's get the hang of the track a bit. In the car. I drove the V12 yesterday and basically no car drives like that she does. It's loud and pretty, but it drives horribly. On both of my stints I was driving the fastest laps after 60 minutes. So dead tires but much less fuel. It just shows the car has zero grip by default. Dead tires doesn't matter. Less fuel does. But now let's concentrate on this lovely V8 because this is a very good car. Like its older brother. Does not rotate under throttle in the mid to fast sections. So bump stops definitely need some fine tuning. It does over rotate a bit in mid to fast rear braking. Slow one is decent. Coasting rotation is fine. And my times are horrible yet. Gave it 2 clicks of brake bias. Let's see if that helps. And not kills the slow speed trail braking too much. Oops. We'll show that. Also tire pressure seems a bit off. Okay, brake bias helped here definitely. It's always good when I don't have to run the minimum brake bias but a few clicks above, so there's a leeway during driving to change it more to the rear as needed. Like damage or fuel load shift, things like those. We need more of throttle rotation there, so more rake. Better time, still very bad, but let's see the motor for tire pressures. And since I arrived, my older motor files it won't take a few years to load, luckily. So that was our run. We had 3 loss on the front left and 0 on the front right. Front right needs +1, and with those losses the front left needs -2. So I will do that meanwhile. -2 and +1. My motor. And the rear ones are, we lost 2 at the right, 1 at the left. So -2 at the left and maybe -1 at the right. And save it. the things I will do, I will put that +2 for the brake bias. Decrease the caster a bit because I had some oversteer in the before the last corner during trail braking. +2 at the rear and at the front. It's a fast track. We don't need that much turn in, and we need good top speed. And as far as I remember, yes, Silverstone can use a bit of an asymmetric cambering. Like you can see in the front left and front rear left, the OMI there is almost so equal. And at the right, there's a much bigger gap. So we will do this. Basically, the rear ones are still 3 combined, and the front ones are a bit less. And I will also give it a lot of rake. And check the brake bumps. By the way, the dampers are fine. At the front, we can use a bit less dampening overall in the slow part, slow rebound maybe. And at the rear we could use more fast bump. It's maxed out already, then some slow bump. Temperatures were fine-ish. High temperature track. And I wanted to check the rear bump stops, but they are not bottoming out at all. That's very good. Let's see at the bottom. So all I will do is increase the rear rate a bit. Let's try it. Those were some significant changes. Probably we will have a lot more rotation, but you will see how manageable it is. Pretty sure we have to increase the brake bias, so +1, +2 clicks. We're having a bit too much slow speed rotation. I think I will decrease the caster even more. We have a lot more rotation there, which is good. One less brake bias, just to try it out. Oops. Wrong brake point. Never mind. Rear is a bit loose. Yeah, 57.8 brake bias was more stable. Okay, that's too much. Let's go somewhere between. So plus 1 click at the rear toe and 2 mil less rear right height. I won't touch the bump stop. They were fine out of the corner. Oh, and we were on the used tires. Okay, that proves a lot of things. Why it was very loose. Or I would say looser than expected. That felt good. Hopefully it will stay the same. Proper tire pressures. Although I did not decrease the caster, but decreased rotation overall with other settings. That was a bit scary. It did not really like to get thrown into the corner. I suck at this track. To let it deeper into the left-hander and switch to the right later and be on the throttle more from that point, because I was too soon to the right-hander the last one. I had to lift in order to have the rotation. So more high-speed rotation could help. There are limits how much I can extract without making it too rotating a below speed part. This trail braking part feels great now. The exit doesn't. Okay, let's try. First I will check the tires. Still could use probably one click, so I said much less caster, more camber, and I think I will go +1 TC and +1 ABS and see what's what. And new tires this time. Also, I think I go 2 clicks on the bump stop rate. Just try it out so we have more better exit rotation. Bit early to judge with cold tires, but it felt better now. Yeah, that was much faster now. Feels super great in those corners. Hey Aspro, how are you? This is just all over the place. Let me try that 4 setup again. With the asymmetric cambers. Thank you. Apart from being super tired due to finishing the yesterday endurance race very late night, I am fine. I just did not sleep enough and my biorhythm is a bit screwed now. But it's fine. I will sleep today somewhere. Yes, I am trying to make Silverstone setups. The issue is I suck at this track, as I suck at most of the fast tracks. But the yesterday race was fun. Not for Thomas, he had a lot of issues in the second stint. I mean, his PC was melting or something because he had a lot of frame rate issues. So he took the stint much lower, like half an hour. Luckily I made my stint for 1 hour 15 minutes because my tires felt great, so I would have drive more, like empty the tank, but could not because the stint limit was 75 minutes and I also did a 75-minute stint at the end and I overtook a lot of modern cars with the V12. You like Silverstone, you mean, as the route? Oh, I see. My two issues with Silverstone, or three issues. One is I suck at it. Two, it's flat as hell. Three, it's a fast track. But I understand why people like it. Okay, I need a lot more exit rotation. Okay, so not that much less, just a bit less, and I saved a lot more exit rotation, less safety net at the front, and shall I try just one click rake? First a try. New set of tires. Let's go. By the way, back to the track topic, I don't really care about traditionalism and heritage and things like that. All I care about is the track good to drive and good to race? Because that's not always the same. Like, for example, Hungaroring is awesome to drive and learn on it, but racing is just usually a one-line boring race. Because there's no much overtaking opportunities. It can result some super exciting multi-corner fight, side-by-side action, but it can result like endurance. It's like no one starts to burn his tires matches, and they will just file a line and pick a lap after lap. Also, Nordschleife is a pinnacle of that. I mean, it's awesome to drive in it, but racing, nah. Too much curb there. Okay, exit rotation is much better. I will say this setup is good, and hop into the call session.
Green light. Go, go, go.
That was decent. Good. Surprisingly good.
Other lane, the fastest lap so far.
By the way, I have to take the penultimate corner, I think, a bit broader at the beginning and trail much more deeply into it. Let's see if that works. More of a V shape. Yep, much better. Gain like 2 times there. Okay, slight V shape there. Come on. Never mind. Learning the track, practicing. So the slower approach there is much faster. Like tapping the brakes for the right hander. Just a tiny bit. Being super aggressive here also helps. No, I'm just making setups. For race preparation I have to drive Misano with the V8. For next Hyundai ERA league race. That will be the league opener. Or season opener. Or maybe Thursday already, the sprint. I will have to check it. But Misano is the next track in the season. I am doing Silverstone because Silverstone will be on the LFM calendars next week. I think the sprint will be Imola, but I have all the Imola setups. And the 45-minute will be Silverstone, something like that. But I'm not sure, but Silverstone is definitely there. Unless they changed it since I put it into my spreadsheet. Let's try to make that last corner before the last corner right, and I have a good luck. Great! Okay, that will be my showcase lap. Mistake lap. I'm fine with that. What did you say? Thank you. Yeah, I really like Misano, so I will gladly prepare for that. Lamborghini? Maybe. Oh, and not the cold session? Just eyeballing the settings a bit. Okay. All right.
Green light, go, go, go.
Nice V10 now. I'm getting super tired. But I was tired already. Yep, way too tired. Although that was a quick line. Stewards would not like it though, but for quickness it was good. Hey there. Star Signature Gaming? Or Mrs. I could never know. How it's going? It is always nice to hear if someone enjoy driving with my setup, so have fun with it. Yeah, the Porsche is always a great drive. Too bad it's not as good for racing or due to tire degradation, but for sprints it's fine. And driving itself and like fine tuning your inputs to be very gentle on the car, it's a very good teacher.
Well done, mate. This is me, Silverstone.
Too much. Okay, handled it well. Always nice to see. That was definitely too much. Okay, I need much more exit rotation. And a bit more stability in the slow part, so less caster. And more bump stop at the rear. Probably let the car dive a bit more. Okay, also I will check the dampers. And the tires. The tires were definitely not reaching 27 peak. They were actually did, okay. And dampers were fine. The rear one could use a bit more dampening. The front one is sort of symmetrical. could use a bit more fast rebound. So fast rebound more. Probably one click on the slow. And at the rear we need like more overall. It was very flat. It's like +5 here and there. Yeah, sure. All my setups are basically very conservative, so they are good for longer drives too. You might need to do a bit of fine-tune due to the super heavy weight of the fuel, but for example tires are always make them decent, hence I usually drive less rear camber. So the only issues could be, especially with the Porsche, apart from the inherent issue of it's eating the tires, is the fuel load. So take a few laps with the fuel you want to run and make a few tweaks maybe, but 99% of the setup should be fine for longer stints. Okay, it's better in the slow speed exit due to the less caster. You could use more exit rotation in high speed parts. Let's give it one more lap with preferred tire pressures. Do I need even less caster? He'll snaps a bit in the trail braking part. Which is weird, I have a lot of front wheel rate and decrease the caster. It should be much more stable now. Or one click front brake bias maybe? Can try that, 54 flat. when I have to race in the wet, but usually for 99% of wet races it's not a complete downfall, so you are usually fine with just switching to ABS1, increasing the brake bias if you need, giving the front like 2 to 5 mil of ride height, and wet tires. Because for most races you will have at least a sort of dry line, but with those settings, especially with the front ride height increase, you will be fine in most rain races. If it's really heavy rain, you can decrease the camber all around by 2 to 3 clicks. Vroom vroom. And usually that's fine enough for wet setups, since my setups already are tuned for being a hair under the limit. They are very good basis for wet setups. Okay, car starts to drive decently. I said I will decrease the caster a bit more. 2 clicks on the brake bias, and I think I make it more stable in the slow part. Exit. Just let me check the dampers and the rear bottom out. Dampers are fine-ish. Rear bottoming out is non-existent, so I will go less bump stop range and more rate. So more rotation at the high speed and less rotation overall. Also more stability due to less caster. I mean, stability in the trail braking parts. Tyre wear is decent. Let's take a few more laps in the hot session. If it will drive more like I would like to, then I hop into the cold session. but generally the car was decent. Usually I like how the Lambo drives. My biggest issue with the car is top speed and the fact that it's over bopped, or it has too much bop EOP nerf, in my opinion. I mean, not the stock one, but the custom BOP. Yeah, it was much less snappy in the trail braking, but we will see with proper tire pressures. See you, Signature, thanks for joining in for a while. I will do these setups until I fall asleep. Too much. Also, I still don't like the exit rotation in the high part. But let's give it one more go with proper tire pressures. Let's try TC4. Where to go? TC4 is much better. Less sliding. Much better with TC4. Okay, TC4, and the one thing I will check is how much real bump stop here we can do. It's still fine. Okay, then 0 bump stop range, which is still not 0, but that's the 0 settings, and that will be a decent setup. I have to do the cold part, but I won't because I'm super tired. So have a nice night, evening, YouTube, and don't forget to hug or call or just send a text message to your mother because it's National Mother's Day. And goodbye.